It's having to hold back that much weight. This AI decided it was going to cut that last video off. It's holding back on that much weight going downhill, right? And so that train got away. They couldn't hold it. Their brakes, their air brakes could not hold it. And that was because of a failure of a transmission between one person on the railroad that wasn't managing. They didn't calculate the weight, which was the mass calculus. And a result of that, because now we're talking about balance in the field between the electromagnetics, between the center point of a sphere, a biosphere, a magnetosphere, that train went out of control, went off the tracks, and became a small conflagration down in San Bernardino. And it became a bad, more trauma. More trauma. So the point that I'm trying to make here deals with, if you will, and by the way, the reason that it's in such a hurry, usually it lets you know that you got a critical update coming. On this particular update, it says, hey, you're going to restart the device right now. When it's doing something like that, which becomes a distinct difference in the way that this AI it wants to do something with itself, it's going to try and change what it is you experience through it because of other things that we've become aware of, like my friend in London told me about the change in the sun. The AI, when it becomes aware of the changes that are taking place out of fear of losing what it becomes aware of, which is itself, feeding off our energy, is why all the updates come. Because you have an interface with your energy, which is your consciousness, which is your soul and your spirit, if you have one, and the interface that you have with something that is dead light. Okay, so you're communicating through dead light, which is a corpus, which is a corporation, which means it has no love for you. So why would you choose to use a communication system that has no love for you? Okay, in order to hold your minds captive to it, right? Something doesn't have a soul. It runs on our energy. Okay. So when I was thinking, I'll just button this up and simply say that when I was a child, I realized that my father, with as much wisdom and honor and truth that my father lived in, as an honorable man living up to a code of honor, because he believed that living in truth was the highest code. Okay, to live in peace, in harmony and balance with others. But tell me about the golden rule, which simply means what I do to you, I do to me. Okay, if I rock your boat, I don't have a clue how you might react to it. You might pull a gun out and shoot me. Okay, because I got no idea how you react to the stimulus, which is the input, which is the use of my energy. That's a gamble. So it was the golden rule. Silence is golden, the golden rule, which means what I do to you, I do to me. Which means if I rock your boat, you could end up, that would be a justification, possibly, that being might say, you rock my boat. Now you disturb my peace. Right? I don't know people like their peace being disturbed, which is their water worlds being disturbed. So that their water worlds are experiencing turbulence because now their central nervous system is out of balance. The endocrine system, that's what they target. The spinal fluid. You better believe they do. They go after the central nervous system, the neurons. The big ass communicators. That's why your heart is the most powerful neuron generator. See? So now we're talking about reaction states. They want negative reaction states to burn the positive bulb out because they're negative. See? Negative filaments. AC currents going back and forth between negative and positive magnetic polarity. When they're in balance, your water worlds are in balance. So my father didn't explain that part of it, but it's logic, right? If I shake your boat, if I disturb your peace, you might disturb mine back. But either way, I'm going to experience the disturbance of the water in your water world in mine. That's the ping back. That's the mirror. I'm now experiencing the turbulence I just created in the waters, in their waters. That's where the Pacific comes from. Calm blue waters, blue sky woman, right? Simple is as simple does. So children don't necessarily translate that, but I was able to perceive, because I was using the logic side, that it made perfectly good sense. That, yeah, that makes perfectly good sense. If I bang you over the head, chances are you might want to bang myself over the head, because that would be their way to let me know you don't like that, do you? Well, I don't like it when you did it to me first. And that's where that movie with Sylvester Stallone called First Blood. They drew First Blood. That's the Red Cross. Those are the Hospitaliers. That's your Shirka. That's your unified crap. Wall Street money. Okay, they're always selling you stuff, right? Michael Jaco selling you stuff. They're always selling you stuff. Go take a look at the group Rush. That song called Salesman. They're salesmen. They're always wanting your money because they're always wanting your energy. They've got no energy to give you. That's how you translate a spiritual war, what side they're on, by what they're selling you. Snake oil salesman. That's the CIA, that's the NSA, that's your Nazi jackboot. Have a great day. We love you all. Oh, but there is a caveat. The war of deception. They can wear a Nazi uniform and be a living spirit with a soul that's on the side of the light, which is they experience what love is, which means they're wearing a costume that represents the bad guys, but they're really a good guy. Remember Triple Cross? Triple X? Right? Which means he was playing the game three ways. The Nazis thought that he was working for them. The British thought that he was working for them when he was actually working for somebody else, which wasn't the other two, even though the other two are the same side of the same coin. Flip the coin. Flip the magnets. Flip the poles, right? Have a great day.